All right. Who's ready for some disgusting, edgy comedy? Well, hopefully someone going after me will provide, because it's about to get bland as hell up here. I'm not very good at reading, but I read recently that it's good to start off with crowd work. You know, work the crowd out, work the audience out, get them working out. So if anyone wants to hit like a burpee or a push-up, yeah, or if like someone standing wants to do a squat. Oh, okay, great. One second. Crowd work went really well. My therapist told me to write down all the lies that I've been telling myself so we can talk about that later in the week. I hope you guys don't mind if I just complain for a few minutes. Something that's been bothering me a lot lately is things that are passed off as news headlines. I believe you were talking about how all the news is bullshit lately, and I completely agree. You see things that are sort of just Mad Lib style strung together, like you know, you throw a random celebrity in, you throw a place, you throw an adjective, you throw a verb, and you have a headline. I'm gonna just place this down, I don't like holding it. Breaking news. Vanessa Hudgens is not going to Coachella this year.
No!
Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter at all. Emily Blunt was seen in downtown Hollywood drinking a gray smoothie. Weird, doesn't matter. One that you see a lot, a really good one is, country music star is racist. Yeah. No duh. We knew that already. That's not news to us. But what my point here is that all these bullshit headlines are kind of overshadowing some really important things going on in the world. There's some really serious shit happening. I don't mean to get serious for too long, but I would kick myself if I didn't mention something awful that I saw online the other day that I'm sure 95% of the room hasn't seen or heard of. Jerry Seinfeld directed a movie about Pop-Tarts for Netflix. Fucking bone-chilling stuff going on in the world right now. Anyway, as someone who can't articulate very well, and I usually struggle to finish complete thoughts or sentences, I was thinking that, let me tell you guys a short story. So I'm walking, and now I stopped. Short story bit went well. Here's an actual story. I went to urgent care recently. I've been to urgent care 2 times in my life. And before I keep going, I want to say that I am in no way making fun of healthcare professionals. I completely respect and love all people in the medical healthcare field as a job I could never do. Doctors, nurses, EMTs, surgeons, sexy nurses, people in fishnets, all of them are heroes, every single one of them. First time I was at urgent care was 6 years ago. It was at college. I went to college at Penn State University. Name drop. I was there because I hurt my back during a tap dance rehearsal. That's not a punchline, that's unfortunately true. I'm in the lobby and there's some douchebag who's yapping about a poster in the lobby to the receptionist. It's a poster that has the LGBTQ flag on it, and he's like, "Oh, you know, some people around here don't like that shit," to the receptionist. He wasn't Southern, that's just how I hear all homophobic people in my head. And the receptionist, she shuts him down and she says, "You know, there's a lot more pro-gay people on this campus than you would think." And that caught me off guard, because I'm in musical theater club, and I've seen a lot of really good ones, but I didn't know any of them were professional. So I get called in to the doctor, and he's like, "Ugh," and I'm like, "Yeah, my back hurts." And he's like, "Oh, dude, I am feeling, get a Gatorade." And then that was it. So my diagnosis was Advil and Gatorade from Joe Biden. That voice slipped out. I did not mean to do that. So my first time to urgent care was awful. So 6 years later, I have a lot of pain up in my left side right here, and this is this past January. I decide, okay, it's getting increasingly bad throughout the day. I'm going to go check this pain out at urgent care. So I go, another shitty experience in the lobby. There's a child with just pinpoint accuracy with M&Ms just pelting me. And if I wasn't incapacitated from the pain, I would beat the shit out of him. I'm joking. I would never lay a hand on a kid. What am I, Drake? I get... Yeah. I get called in, and the nurse is like, oh, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, it hurts right here. She's like, oh, I know what's wrong. And I'm like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, maybe you rolled over and cracked a rib in your sleep. Yeah, maybe. So then I go to the x-ray, and I'm standing there against the x-ray wall like this, and one thing that you really don't want to hear from your x-ray technician after they take the first picture is, oh my God. And that's what I heard. And then I turned for a second picture, oh wow. And then I turned for a third, and that's a lot of stool in there. What? So on my way out of the x-ray room, on my way out, she pulled me aside and she's like, when's the last time you had a bowel movement? And I'm like, I don't know, an hour ago? And she's like, ugh. And that was it. She leaves me alone. And now I'm terrified. I have no idea what's happening. Sit back down in the room, and the doctor makes a guest star sitcom level entrance to the room. He kicks the door open and he's like, looks like you're full of shit. He was expecting an applause or like a laugh track, and I'm just sitting there like, in pain. And I asked him to explain it. He tells me that because I'm constipated, all of the poop has made its way fully up my intestine, and it's touching my lung every time I breathe. And there's one problem with that. I'm not constipated. I've been pooping regularly. So I tell him this, and he goes, just take a laxative, we'll see how you feel in the morning. And then I'm on my way. So my official diagnosis from a doctor who went to 8+ years of school was poop lung. Poop lung is a disease where you have poop in your lungs. And that's what I got. I'll wrap it up by saying that 2 hours later, I was in the ER in the worst pain of my life. My left arm went numb, and we discovered that there was multiple blood clots, and my lung was collapsing. So poop lung was a misdiagnosis. And throughout the week, it's the worst week of my life. I'm in pain. I'm in the hospital for 5 days, and I am getting some really cool drugs. I'm finally cleared. It's after 5 days, and I'm ready to leave. And then right before the official clearance comes, another doctor comes in, and his face is stark white, and he is like, I have news. Probably not good news based on the way he said that. I'm just hoping that there's not more poop in my lungs. And he looks down at his tablet and he says, Jerry Seinfeld directed a movie about